Hi beautifuls, welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology and everything else I cover is above on the screen. Now, we don't like long intros, so my contacts are directly below, and how to book, what, where, why, how has been all left to the end. Those of you who have clicked the link, I do automate posts to keep you in the loop as when I'm coming live and where I'm going to be. So without further ado, let's get into the update and the real reason you're here. Enjoy. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax. Love to hear your feedback. Hi Sagittarius, we're here to do your romance read. I have pulled the cards. Now, I did pull a clarify with a deck that I made many moons ago, and this one does give timings, it gives answers. It's a deck that I created for divine timing. The card that you have that has come through is Spring. Now, I am getting through your cards and your energy at the minute. It's like you are taking it. Yes, it can be a time, but at the same time, it's like that vault that you're clearing out. You're clearing out that energy around you at the moment, both romantically and spiritually. And I do feel something might have gone down in the past. And it may have felt, and it's funny because I was briefly in my lunch break watching a video, and it was AO, and it was to do with near death, and it's funny because you have the death card. I was like, okay, what's the situation going on now? It might have been a person that passed away, and it might have been a time frame. And I know astrologically, a lot of us linking back all the way to 2008, all the way back to 2020 through that Virgo moon, to really look at how far we've come. And this is both for males and females, masculine and feminines. We're having this transformative effect and we're healing, but we're cleaning the vault out. So this spring energy is almost like you want that skip back in your step. You want that clean vibration. You want that playful, the happiness. You want the happiness to come back. This might have been a very dark energy that you endured. And, you're reflecting back, and you're reflecting back to where you were. In the beauty, these could have been really beautiful, positive memories. And it's like, where did that energy go? Where did that positivity within your vibration, maybe within the connection, go? And I feel you are having a rebirth. I feel that you are moving into this rebirth where you're wanting so much more than what you've had. And it doesn't mean that you haven't been receiving such. But I do sense there's a vibe change of your needs, but also wanting to feel healthier, wanting to not stress as much. Some of you might have had a work situation playing out, and, on top of what was happening in your romance house, I feel we all collectively through this Mercury retrograde are looking at our connections, our workplace, how to bring balance and health, and how to actually have these releases, so to speak, but to turn over that new leaf in a healthier format. I do feel at a time through a process in your life connecting to love, you may have felt like a black sheep. You may have felt quite alone and lost, like maybe this love interest would not have understood the things that you were directly going through. And I see in the past, it's the smallest memories. It can be flashbacks that you're having. It's looking back at, what you had and who you are now. And I feel that you may have had a great deal of maybe sometimes putting people on pedestals, maybe sometimes being overly optimistic, but I think it's more that you're looking back and you're thinking of the happier times that you had, and how to somehow map and get back to that. I also feel that, like I said, you guys are going through a cycle at the minute. So there's this frequency that is very passionate. It's like trying to get your power back, trying to get the domain of life and balance back. And this spring clean is, I'm not going to take this no more. This has to change. It can be very passionate, but I feel you're pouring your energy into it. I do feel in your overall life, not only in love, but in other areas as well, I'm seeing that you're being a fierce leader. I do feel you had to look at these shadows before you made a major decision. And I do feel you're also looking at how you can actually kind of bring this cycle full 360. It's funny because we did get the sun, so it's taking a critical eye on it. It's knowing that we can't go back in time and change these things, but what we can do to pour our energy into circumstances to change such. Both you and Leo got 2 romance cards, and that's from the Oracle deck. So I'm using these. They've got beautiful images on them. Funny enough, as we're having Mercury retrograde in Libra, you got balance. So again, you're looking at love and work and you're trying to balance. I swear there's another one behind it. No. Balance. There is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So sometimes we can say to ourselves, it's like, you know, no, we both have to be on the same page, and it's sometimes we don't have to agree with the other person. And again, I'm noticing the yin and yang. I'm noticing the blue on the card and the purity. It's maybe a time at the moment in a balanced sense that when we're communicating, if we hear from people from the past, we're taking a very balanced approach. Now, this can be a great deal of healing. This can be with any energy that comes into our life, which is going to take us to our highest octane path, especially for those of you that are soulmate and twin flames. I feel this is an opportunity for you to heal. Sometimes, as I said, it can be through friends, it can be through work, but this is going to heal you to help you get into yin and yang. I do feel you're really needing to have more love, more work-life balance, things in balance, point blank zero. And I do feel plans. I do feel for some of you there may have been circumstances due to the past that hindered you from moving forward. And I do see this actually moving now, and it's going to move quite quickly, but something's coming to a head for you to make this major decision, and it's going to actually give you hope back. It's not only, you know, hope and, what could we say? To hope is to be optimistic, but sometimes all we're needing is a slight sign. And I do feel this guide on the other side is trying to give you synchronistic signs to sprinkling this energy out. And sometimes it can be circumstances that really aren't matching that do directly need addressing. And it's funny, I feel there might have been, through this transition that was occurring for quite a while, it is coming to a head, and there is going to be action that's placed, you know, in the right direction to fix this, repair it, and get it back on track. I do feel, you know, although you might feel you're alone, I feel by addressing it, it's going to actually assist in the transformation, okay? And I see this as a very deep, deep soulmate energy or twin flame connection. So the card says transformation. We have cycles here. We have hope. Something is occurring this month to bring this vibration back to you so that you can make a healthy decision about what you would need to do to turn the ship around. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. You know, sometimes we can feel that we need to make a sacrifice. And yes, if the give and take is there, these sacrifices sometimes are necessary. I do feel that with the Knave of Wands, I'm noticing the rings on the card. It's like a trinity knot. And I'm noticing it's like, you know, love calls. Love is asking you to relate to a circumstance. And sometimes love can make us do crazy things. I also feel, you know, like I said, manifestation. What are you wanting to get out of this? What do you want to transform in this situation? And I feel, you know, with the sun coming through, the happiness, you know, the head and heart decisions we need to make. It's really looking at the shadow and knowing that you do have control. Now, the funny thing is, we talk about the monkey mind. We talk about the getting caught in our heads. You know, the hard part is we need to first acknowledge what we want. And this is a way to manifest. And we need to send then the signature to universe. So we are in our mind knowing that we are worthy, in our mind coming to terms with stories of the past. And again, spring cleaning the mind and the third eye. We have the sun here and the heart being open. You generally manifest at the most highest octane when you are coming through from the heart. When we are coming through with the third eye, we can picture it and envision it, but accidentally the mind can create obstacles. It can create blockages, and sometimes not the highest of octanes of outcomes. I feel in your thinking and releasing, you're actually finding a solution to a problem, and I feel you're coming to terms with things, and I feel this action orientated frequency coming through, deciding how you're going to address this romance house. I do feel if there've been cross wires, this is going to be cleared up, but you're actually owning action, choosing to move forward beyond misunderstandings to get to the bottom of it. If you do get stuck, I'm noticing it's almost like a rat in a cage. You know, understand it's the mind, and the mind does evolve and change. You might go into hermit mode. You might want to retreat. You can do such, especially if you're needing and wanting to get the best out of it. Remember, the card is asking you, in transformation, what are you wanting that outcome to be? How can you tackle it? How can you look at it? What is it teaching you? But I do feel for many of you, there is something changing in this connection, and it's asking you, are you ready to dare to dream? Come through and see the extension. We'll see how this romantic partner is directly relating to you. I feel it's quite positive. I do feel there might have been some hiccups in the road, but something is happening to bring the hope back. Come through, I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings. If you do need to find the link for the Members Hub, it is directly below in the information box, or you can see above on the screen, it's on the main page. Now we have 3 tier levels, as well as on Fridays, we are live on the main platform. By clicking the bell, I automate posts for both the members and the main page, plus any additional information I feel you need. The website is been updated, and we do have a lot more content on it, as well as new products coming in 2022. If you do want to join webinars, we have the list, as well as the launch of the Age of Aquarius with the VIP list. For all my other media content, follow me live on the links below. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, we all have it covered, and we have more content coming. See you during the week.